whatever it is where you are. Welcome to my show. I'm going to do some more drawings today for the poker prediction experiment. I so far have had 11 complete yes, I drew the card that we were looking for, 24 no's with a lot of gray area situations, and a lot of interesting card meaning correlations, which I also tend to discuss while we look to see if we find the card that we were looking for. So I'm going to do 5 drawings today, and I am, not trying to do that, going to use the names on the handmade all-time money list here to try and make sure that we don't repeat videos that I have seen before, just for fun. So scrolling to where I see some good names here to ask the deck about. Right. Without further ado, awesome deck. Please show us one card that will be in play on the first poker video, first poker hand in the first poker video that comes up on YouTube when we search for Carrie Cat's poker hands. Please show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up on YouTube when we search for Carrie Cat's poker hands. Please show us the card that will be in play. I do not do cards that flipped up in this experiment, but we'll peek at them just for fun. I'm going to give it a little more shuffle. Having a little trouble with how I arranged my computer, etc. today because I made my table a little crowded. So anyhow, please show us one card that will be in play when we search for Carrie Cat's poker hands on YouTube. Please show us the card. All right. Overconfidence is my number one keyword with this one, which is a funny way to start the day with that horrible shuffling. I'm going to rearrange my background here. As long as it's peeking out, I might as well go ahead and show you. I published a little book here this week on Amazon, and it is live if you want to go ahead and check out my poker puzzle book on Amazon. So let's go to YouTube and search for Carrie Cat's poker hands. By the way, the poker puzzle is for new or experienced players. I actually made it more for new players than anything, but I don't want to turn this all into an ad about me. Just want to go ahead and mention that while we're skipping other people's ads, because my ads are more important than their ads. So, reminder, we are looking for the 7 of clubs to be in play. Somebody has to play it, not fold it, or it has to be on the board for it to count as appearing in this experiment. So, whoops, I'm trying to pause and hitting the wrong, hitting the way wrong area. Helpful. So, we started here with Carell raising, Charlie Carell raising to 10,000 with opportunity and intuition. And he does use his intuition slightly more than some players, you might say, if you've watched him. Then we got Carrie Cat's calling and Chin Wei Lim calling. Katz has refuge and charm, so I do think refuge usually implies to call in this situation, hide out, take the safer approach, especially when paired with charm, because it's saying to be safe about how you try to charm people. Then we have Chin Wei Lim with the 10 of Hearts, 8 of Hearts, which is unexpected good news and healing. So that player should. I wish I knew what had happened in previous hands, because if he had lost a chunk of chips to either Charlie or Carrie Katz, he might be about to get them back. However, I think it's possible that Carell has the best hand, not just because, mathematically speaking, he does, but because it says opportunity and intuition. And it's just a good time to follow your desire to play. That might not sound like a very great argument, though, so let's just click the correct spot on the screen this time and go back to looking for the 7 of overconfidence. So I already saw that it did not come on the flop, trying to figure out where I have to hold those to get it to focus. And we got the 5 of desire, the little things, that's what that 2 is, and the 9 of hearts. Coincidentally, the 9 of hearts and 10 of hearts are said to be 2 of the luckiest cards in the deck. So I am tracking them in general to see when they appear, do the odds flip in anyone's favor. And right now, no, they did not. I would say it's pretty rare, though that is why I am tracking them, because obviously opinions can be clouded. So, but I feel in these pivotal hands, especially in No Limit Texas Hold'em, it's very frequent that the odds flip or do not hold up in the end when these luck cards appear. So that is why I'm studying them. So sure enough, he's feeling lucky and is going to call Katz went ahead and bet. He took refuge in trying to charm them now that he has a flush draw, and everyone called. Charlie is still technically ahead, but if the flush comes through, he's in big trouble. As is Chin Wei Lim, which is sometimes what the unexpected good news means, that you get your hand, but someone already has you beat. So I'm the King of Confidence here, which sometimes means that everyone's confidence changes as you see them checking. And still no sign of the 7 of overconfidence to complete our first round of today's experiment. But maybe got one more card on the river. Is Charlie feeling confident again? He was just calling last time. Apparently so. I didn't see that coming, even with the King of Confidence, but maybe it will bring him good luck and give him what he desires in the end. That's the type of desire the 5 of Spades speaks of. It's not a immediate desire. It's kind of speaking to your passions being important to you, and that hard work and keeping those passions in check is what is going to help you get what you desire in the end. So let's see if that's what happens. I mean, it appears so. It appears that Charlie Carell is following his intuition, seizing the opportunity to. He felt their change in confidence. He felt Katz wanting to take refuge, and so he again tried to charm them. And he appears to have charmed Katz into, I thought that was a call, but maybe it was a time bank button that he threw in to think longer because his confidence has changed. So perhaps it will be very good luck. Oh, that confidence indeed, all in. And changing confidence for Charlie. Corral, extra good luck for Carrie Cats. And no, 7 of overconfidence for test number 1. But let us log that in and do another one. So what we are shooting for, because what any scientific test should shoot for, is for the results of my test here to be far above what probability would expect to occur. As in, when I shuffle this deck and pull out any single card, there is a certain chance that it would be one of the 9 cards in play in a 2-person poker hand. Oh, speaking of, that was a 3-person poker hand. I am tracking how many people played in the hand because it does change the stat that I'm about to tell you. So, there is a mathematical percentage of the time that that card will be one of the cards in play in the hand. And in order for these results of my test to be considered statistically significant, they would essentially need to be double what math would expect, which right now, with the number of hands that I have done, is somewhere around 33% that would be considered statistically significant. The amount of times the percentage goes down over time when you do a scientific study. I apologize for my ineloquence explaining this. I'm getting slightly better at it, believe it or not. So, in order to be statistically significant, by the time I make it to 50 hands drawn, I only need to, I believe it's be 28% of the time to have the card show up. It would be considered statistically significant. However, right now, at only 36 hands drawn, we want to see it about 33% of the time. And we are seeing it. We are drawing the card. Whoops, I put that in the wrong spot. We are drawing the card about 30% of the time. So there's somewhere between where we want to be. We are above the frequency that math says it will show up, which is 17.5% of the time. But we are a little bit below statistically significant at the moment. So, with that long explanation, let's move on to someone else on the list. Okay, I see somebody who is very popular, who I have not yet done a hand for. Are you ready? Okay, so, awesome deck. Please show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that shows up when I search for Alex Foxen poker hands. Please show us one card that will be in play on YouTube in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up when we search for when we search for Alex Foxen poker hands on YouTube. Show us one card that will be in play when we search for Alex Foxen poker hands on YouTube. 9 of diamonds. I was realizing as I did this shuffle just now that I forgot to mention the cards that had flipped out of the deck and whether or not they showed up, but I believe at least one of them did. So when I rewatch it, as I do later, I will make some notes about that. And I hope you already noticed that and are calling me on that in the comment section. I haven't been able to read it as I'm going. So, anyways, no comments so far, but let's skip that. And, ugh, neutral, go away, don't like you. All right, pausing. See, this would be a fun group of faces. So, Alex Foxen, Rampage Poker, Ethan Yao, Dylan DeStefano, I don't know Song, and I don't know Breakerhoff, but I'm slightly familiar with some of the others. So we are looking for the 9 of Triumph is the one that we're looking for. And it's actually my number one keyword for this one is revelation. And that's because it's about the fact that the truth, the triumph, the practical effort, what causes the win is revealed later. So, no 9 of diamonds yet. We have the Queen of Empowerment, the 10 of Vapid Achievement. That's like an achievement that is completely meaningless, or the meaning will disappear very quickly. And then we have Brinkerhoff with Brinkenhoff with the Ace of Refuge and the Jack of Charm. And on the flop, we got the 10, the Unavoidable Barrier, another card I am tracking in my overall studies, because this card, along with the 9 of Spades and Ace of Spades, in my opinion, are most likely to show up when there's a big bet or a big transformation, a big turnaround in luck, all similar things to the good luck cards that I was just describing in the last hand. I think all of them, they're said to be the least lucky cards in the deck when I'm talking about the spades, the ace, 10, 9 of spades. But I think it's just about transforming luck and change and transformation in general. So that's why we are looking at them. And as you see, in this case, luck did flip once the card showed up here on the flop. Foxen ends up with a pair, and Brinkenhoff has a runner straight draw, or some over cards in case of a possible pair that would beat the tens. So there was a change in luck when this least lucky, quote-unquote, card appeared. And it might lead to a big bet, not necessarily right now. I also think that it kind of means be the barrier or face the barrier. So at this moment in time, it perhaps means that if Foxen bets, he is being a barrier. But I think that applies more to a low stakes game where I might play, not necessarily this game where Ace Jack is likely to continue, as it appears he's about to do. But those cards could imply that he should take an even safer approach to that charm that is being put in his face in the face of a bet. This is the 6 of Panic, but don't panic. So he has improved. He now has a flush draw possibility that took away the straight draw, but flush draw is better. So, it means this means your logical odds are good, but or there's a reason to panic logically, but don't. And that's true for both of them, to be honest, at the moment, which is what you want to see if you're saying that the meaning of the cards is real. So again, we have not drawn the card which I asked the deck to predict would be in this hand, but, I do want this test to come out positive. It is still going okay, whether or not this card shows up on the river. But it is all about correlation. And I believe you can see with the examples I just gave, especially in this hand, that the meanings do correlate. Eight of Diamonds is triumph. It has led to the unavoidable barrier being triumphant for Foxen. There's no way that his opponent is going to beat him. Did he just do an all-in and bet? Well, he made a big bet. It's not an all-in, but it might feel like a barrier to Foxen. I'm not an expert on GTO, but it might mean that he's not supposed to call, which would be the unavoidable barrier type bet. But I mean, especially because this hand is televised, I think that Foxen is about to triumph. Coincidentally, this is the Eight of Triumph. I believe I may have grabbed one of my incorrect decks here that has the wrong picture. I did that on some of my samples and I thought I fixed it. So I will fix that after today and make sure you're seeing the right images next time. So I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling while we watch and see what Foxen is going to do here. And then we can move on to the next hand a bit quicker. But, I mean, is it an unavoidable barrier? Is he going to be able to take refuge in his ability to charm someone out of the hand? Which is another implication of his cards that he holds, refuge and charm. Another time, 2 time banks going in, it appears, in order to make this decision. And again, there's a logical reason to panic, but don't, is the meaning of that card. Right now, very logical reason to panic. Someone could have trips. He might have like pocket 3s and have a full house. Could have pocket 6s and have a full house. It's just not super likely. Throwing in another time bank here. My goodness, that's a lot of, he's worrying if he got an empty achievement or if he has been empowered at the moment. Which is rarely what I see with the empty achievement card. It generally is an empty achievement that disappears. I am not a fan of the 10 of Diamonds, really. Oh, and see? Empty achievement. He folded. He folded the winning hand. So sometimes that, my friends, is the meaning of the 10 of Diamonds, and yet another reason why I do not like to play it. But occasionally I do play it, and it does have a positive outcome for me, because it can mean that you do have the worst hand starting out and you will draw the better hand. And as we saw, that is what happens. But, it's hard to have faith in the fact that you drew the better hand, as we just saw. So there's my tarot caution in regards to the 10 of Diamonds. But yeah, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am a penny poker player myself and trying to build my bankroll from literal pennies. So this is entertainment. I am much more a sociologist, writer, and artist than I am a poker player. And yeah, let's do hand number 3. So, awesome deck. Please show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up when we search for Nick Petrangelo poker hands. Please show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up when we search for Nick Petrangelo poker hands on YouTube. Please show us the card that will be in play. Queen of Empowerment. Virtue is its own reward. So this card, I tend to believe, implies you should play by the GTO and not get too crazy. And vice versa, you know, when you're holding other cards and it shows up on the board, well, I say that it means someone has been empowered in some way. And it could mean a very small way, as in they gained a draw towards a straight or something like that. But it could also be a bigger way, as in they just got the hand. So empowerment is the number one keyword here, and I apologize for that commercial for someone else who we don't care about. I mean, we're just here to see if the tarot meanings of these playing cards are real and whether or not this card shows up in the first poker hand on this video as predicted. So, waiting to make it through the entire intro here before we can call it the first poker hand. Looks like they are analyzing hands from Triton. And, darn it. I hate it when I have not yet encountered one where they are doing their own play-by-play about the hand. This may get longer than desired. I suppose we could go ahead and hear some of what Nick has to say, but since well, I mean, yeah, why not?
Like 9-3 suited and make him fold a queen 3 or a 9-6 offsuit or whatever the case may be. And then I'll be able to raise some of my higher up value. And anytime I'm allowed to get some value in here by raising first in, I need to pull some bluffs. And the other part of my bluffs that aren't based on clearance will be blockers to his jams or 3-bets. So, you know, something like my hand can definitely raise sometimes. It'll mostly call. And then some other hands like queen high, king high, ace high with some lower kickers will be some of my more standard bluffs.
So he has confidence and peace of mind. And as we heard, he is somewhat justifying a raise or a call here, saying mostly call. And I think the cards indicate simply being confident about whether or not you should play the hand. And since he has peace of mind, he should be paying attention to his intuition about how he felt before the hand. If he was already feeling before he saw those cards very confident that he wanted to play the next hand, then he might need to be a little bit worried about the fact that he's so confident before seeing his cards. And we have with Chris Brewer here initiative and overconfidence, which, you know, one of two ways. Every tarot reading of a poker hand should be one of two ways. And in my opinion, you have to use your intuition to know which one it is. I'm always going to be describing opposites to you. So initiative and overconfidence would either mean take the initiative and be overconfident, or the effect that the person who took the initiative is being overconfident. So it's a good hand to slow play, in my opinion, which I think is also a GTO play. And we saw him call here a second ago. They're just still talking about it longer than me. Who knew people could talk longer than me? So hopefully we're going to see a flop here soon. Um, according to the math, Nick is being overconfident by taking the initiative. It's kind of a coin flip situation. So, oh, but it told him, take confidence in your peace of mind. He was having peace of mind, as we kind of heard him describing. And he charmed them. That's the Jack of Charm. And there's the King of Loyalty and the King of Diplomacy. So loyalty is often be consistent with your methods kind of a sign. Stay loyal to how you have been playing, whether or not that's how you played this hand or how you've played previous hands, who knows, up to you. But that's the kind of loyalty it's talking about usually, not necessarily be loyal to this hand. Even though the key phrase that I have printed on the King of Clubs is might makes right, which is a phrase that sounds a lot like me just being manly and saying, be loyal to this hand. But that's not exactly what it means. It's kind of warning against that mentality, if that makes any sense. So, still looking for the Queen of Empowerment to appear. And waiting for Nick and friends to finish blah blahing. I'm going to see if I can successfully do some skipping here today. I'm not so great at skipping without skipping what we wanted to see sometimes. But I don't want to show all of this. Do we make it to a turn yet? No, still no turn. Good thing I am skipping. Oh, wish we had a way to roll these ones out of the study. But, you know, we need all kinds of hands from all kinds of places to have the right kind of randomness to call it scientific. Ooh, there's a queen, but wrong queen for me on the turn. So Queen of Assertiveness has shown up on the turn. So the person who was asserting himself might want to slow down, change it up, but then the other person might decide to get overconfident and change up the fact that they were asserting themselves, which is exactly the kind of thing that could happen given the fact that Brewer just drew a flush draw. So, in the interest of time, though, we are gonna just peek, and he is gonna go ahead and remain confident in asserting himself. And we'll see. I think Chris, based on the amount of time this video goes on, it looks like Chris Brewer probably calls. So, what's happening? How far do I need to skip for us to find out? Maybe we will get Queen of Empowerment. He called. He got overconfident, even though someone else is taking the initiative. So when you have the Ace of Initiative, you should be concerned with who is taking the initiative, who is the first to bet. If it's not you and you don't have the best hand, you aren't certain that they are being overconfident, this is not the hand that you want to have, in my Penny Poker Pro opinion. Okay, are we going to get to the river? Are they done? You going to show me? Are you going to show me? No, they're going to go back to like the flop. Great. Let's get there, buddies. Let's get there. Get us to the river. What do you say? No. Oh, there's the river. We have the Jack of no, that's a 3. Wow. I need to get those, I need to get new glasses. So, 3 of clubs has shown up on the river. No queen of empowerment. No empowerment for my study. That's the 3 of deceit. So, apparently the person taking the initiative was overconfident. And the deceitful player who called somewhat unwisely, depends on your opinion, there, has made it on the river. He has deceived his opponent, and I'm going to guess we'll deceive him into calling a kind of large bet, and that's probably why we have the additional 10 minutes of explanation here. Yeah, well, so he bets 300,000. And they're still thinking, and they're still thinking, and they're still thinking, and he raises to 850. Yeah, still no all in, but yeah. Deceit, deceit, deceit. Is there further deceit? Does Nick go for a re-raise and get very confident? Let's just peek. Still pondering, he says. Still pondering. Still pondering. I'm gonna guess that he calls. What do you think? Are you gonna get to see it on this video? I'm not sure. That's the part I'm not sure about, but we got 15 more seconds. Here we go. Looks like it. No. He lays it down. Oh, he did. He did call. He called it mucked. Gotcha. Yeah, because he didn't really want you to see. Okay, so bummer again. No, but we had 2 players in the hand. And we got 2 more chances today. And we will hopefully catch up, statistically speaking. So, however, in the long run, it's, like I said, 28% that we have to get, and we're still somewhere right around there. So, awesome deck. Please show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up when we search for Daniel Dvoris poker hands. Show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video that comes up on YouTube when we search for Daniel Dvoris poker hands. Please show us one card that will be in play. Please show us a card. Peace of mind. I am feeling a little bit of restlessness right now. Funny, that card should appear. So, Daniel Dvoris. I am not sure I even know who that is, to be honest. No, we need one that has poker hands. So we're gonna scroll down. Here we go. It has to at least be hand review. Unfortunately, that means we're going to be doing some fun little searching forward like we did on the last one as we look for the 8 of clubs. Peace of mind. So, looks like Roman has opportunity and refuge, which can either mean take refuge, feel safe about your opportunity, which seems pretty clear when you have the best 2 card starting hand in the deck. But it can also indicate a good time. I doubt any GTO player will agree with me here, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. To me, it sometimes indicates a good time to slow play those aces. And I say that with caution because I also think that the good time to slow play it is when you are in at a table in a tournament with people who you believe are going to raise basically no matter what. So by slow playing first, you actually get to put more money into the pot pre-flop is the scenario that I'm thinking of, like right here. So if he thought by just calling, say, the big blind that everyone else is going to raise, then he might just call. So we have Jonathan Jaffe with intuition and decisiveness. How decisive is he feeling about playing those queens? Sometimes, you just feel that you are up against a bigger pair. Am I right? Sometimes you have zero peace of mind about the fact that you just got aces. You never know. Um, it just happens. And it seems completely ridiculous, and we ignore it because most people play by the math and wouldn't want to fold aces or queens pre-flop or sometimes even on the flop under any circumstances. Depends on your frame of mind about that. But let's get to skipping and looking for the eight of clubs. I did not see it folded pre-flop, but I have a bit of a weird view from where I'm at, so I apologize if you think I am just making up excuses to analyze this hand. I'm not. So we have the exciting challenge, tact, and deceit. So exciting challenge can sometimes mean, hey, you got the lower pair, and that intuitive feeling that you had about the fact that it was really no good, listen to that. You are correct. Be tactful. And so, but the vice versa of tact and deceit is that sometimes you can be tactful by deceiving your opponent. This is not that case. You know that if he bets Roman is calling. I can't say the last name there. I'm not sure if I've heard it pronounced, so I'm going to stick to his first name. But I might go back and forth here. Sorry about that. That's the kind of girl I am. So let's keep going. So sure enough, Roman bets, nice modest bet. They were at 5,000 pre-flop, so this is very small, taking refuge, a safe kind of a bet, which makes it so that he can price himself into it, get deceived, not be as tactful as he should, ignore the exciting challenge of trying to outdraw the best hand in the book. So another sign that he is confused has just arrived. That's the Jack of Confusion that is there instead of the Eight of Clubs, like I want to see. But it does mean to me that, again, that he was right to take refuge and feel very safe. Basically, just try and make sure that he keeps his opponent in the hand as he is doing so far, Roman. And on the river, we have the unavoidable barrier. So it can be a sign that you should take any bet as an unavoidable barrier and get the heck out of there. There's now plenty of possibilities of things that can beat you. You shouldn't have much peace of mind. Sadly, my card has not appeared again. But he went ahead and bet instead of checking and letting Roman bet and call. I guess you could say he's trying to be the barrier and make Roman think that he has trip tens, but I don't know. Do you think it's going to work, or do you think that Roman is going to put up an even bigger barrier, such as the all-in that I often believe the 10 of spades implies? I think we're going to see a raise here. But let's just skip forward, try and find out what happens. Did I skip it on accident? No raise or what? Did he actually get him to fold? Was he the barrier? Oh, wow. He put up a barrier and he got him to fold. There you have it. Intuition and decisiveness paid off for him. And yeah, I did not read it correctly. Guess I should not play poker right now, but funny I should say that because I already played a little bit of penny poker this morning. My intuition was spot on. It was the tens. I sucked out on someone on the river, doubled up, took my $5 and ran because, yeah, I felt very lucky and thought I better get something more important done before I do my poker prediction experiment. So, last hand of the day, and before I ask the deck, I'm going to ask you if you are enjoying this video and my tarot poker analysis and horrid shuffling, please press like and subscribe and sign up for the next few. I have a few more lives scheduled right now, and I'm going to try and go live Sunday through Wednesday, Sunday morning and Monday through Wednesday late afternoon. That is my approximate schedule for the foreseeable future. I'm probably going to skip Christmas Eve and possibly New Year's Eve, but hopefully give you a different video instead. So, without further ado, today's final hand for the poker prediction experiment. Please, awesome deck, please, please, please. And by the way, the awesome stuff shop is sale today. I didn't yet put any button rings in there, but I will soon. And I do have plenty of playing card rings and things for you in there. Handmade by me. theawesomestuffshop.etsy.com. So, final hand. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate you. Awesome deck. Please show us one card that will be in play in the first poker hand on the first poker video. I'm just going to pick a name because I'm tired of flipping back and forth. Please show us one hand that will be, one card that will be in play on the first poker hand, first poker video that comes up when we search for Jennifer Tilly poker hands. Show us one card, please show us one card that will be in play. First poker hand, first poker video comes up when we search for Jennifer Tilly poker hands. Please show us one card that will be in play. Harsh truth. Harsh truth for me or harsh truth in the hand? Let's find out. She's been popping up on my feed, seems to be playing more frequently, but I guess we're going to get a video from a year ago. She's a fun little personality on the screen, I think, don't you? All right. So, looking for the 3 of spades.
Oh, sick. In the original show, she flopped quads, played a hand blind and dared to 4-bet Tony G.
Do you like Sweetie?
Depends on who they're attached to.
All right. So I'm trying not to steal everyone's content. It's about my study, my truth, and I want the results to come out a certain way, but they might be harsh. I don't know. We're going to find out. That's the point of the study. Do the cards actually have meaning, and can we prove that by doing these tests? So Jen has that Ace of Refuge and 9 of Revelation. Not so sure raising is a great idea here, but it is making Tony say, wow, he has initiative and confidence, so her choice to take the initiative is making him fiend that he doesn't have as much confidence, or actually making him wonder if she has better than him, because it is possible. So we have the 7 of gullibility, the Jack of respect, and the 7 of betrayal out here on the flop. And they are going to check, try to betray each other. There's the King of Diplomacy, which secures it for Tony G 100%. And yet, Jen is now gullibly betting and trying to betray him as he sighs and tries to betray her. And ooh, some really harsh truth there on the river of she did get an ace, but the Ace of Opportunity says it's not the opportunity that you think it is. You're gullible and being betrayed.
I don't think you could take the ace back.
Then I'll take it back, I promise. If the ace wins, you win the pot.
What do you mean?
I'm worried like the ace upset you, so I'm happy to take it
No,
off.
Oh my
it's
goodness.
okay, upset
Okay,
me.
alright, let's leave it on there then. I might need it.
Oh my god. I don't even know why I raised you in the first place.
I might need it.
I was just trying to be clever. Look what's happening. What do you have here?
This is quite the betrayal and gullibility scenario happening here.
Probably has a
Fiending
2-7.
confidence.
Two options.
And if you're just joining, he just said that he could take if the ace wins, then she wins
You
it.
fold, I promise you.
I don't even have 25,000. Is that
I'll
really?
make it 20 if you want.
You'll make it 20?
I'm gonna make it 20?
Yeah, make it 20.
Alright, make it 20.
What a nice guy. Can you do that?
I don't know if I started out with enough money.
The floor's gonna allow it. None of the other players objecting.
Oh my goodness, something's gonna be revealed right here, eh?
Both mine.
Okay, cool.
Fix the call.
Ace king, I wouldn't lie.
And Tony wins another big one.
All right.
I guess that if the ace wins, you win it doesn't stand. So, anyways, a little harsh truth for me today. Although we got some positives last week, we got 5 no's again this week, which puts our total to date at 0.5% below our long-term target. So 28% will be statistically significant once we reach 50 hands, which we will approach by the end of the week. We are getting close. Drawn 40 hands so far and gotten the card we were looking for 11 times. No success today, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here and hope to see you again soon. Have an awesome day.